Michigan Outdoor Obsession is brought to you by Jay's Sporting Goods, Michigan's premier outdoor superstore since 1968. I'm Steve with Michigan Outdoor Obsession, and welcome to the Michigan Outdoor Obsession Weekly Fishing Report, brought to you by Jay's Sporting Goods. Let's first start off in the southeast Lower Peninsula. In Lower Saginaw Bay, anglers reported catching a few fish out by the spark plug in 23 feet of water while trolling with flicker shads. Anglers fishing for yellow perch reported catching small fish in the ditches and cuts on the east side of the bay near Kirk, Garner, and Old State Roads. Saginaw River, walleye fishing was reported to have improved somewhat over the weekend. Catches of 5 to 10 fish per boat were common when fishing from First Street upstream to YMCA in Saginaw. Walleye were caught vertical jigging with jig and twister tails, jig and pale tail combinations. Fire tiger, green, and blue colors were all reported to have worked well. Fishing downstream of Saginaw was very slow, and fishing pressure was reported as light. In the Muskegon area, pier anglers have found the action to be slow for steelhead and brown. However, a few trout were caught on spawn. Weather conditions have prevented boat anglers from getting out to troll the shoreline. On the St. Joe River, a few steelhead and occasional coho salmon were caught in the lower St. Joseph River. And we get the Black River. Both boat and shore anglers continue to catch steelhead in the Black River. Up in the northeast Lower Peninsula, Alpena, ice remained in the harbor, preventing use of the marina. Boat anglers using the river launch to success trolling from the pier towards the north shore on steelhead, Atlantic salmon, lake trout, and occasional brown trout. Slow trolling in depths of 20 to 30 feet of water were both productive with light spoons and short lead cores. Thunder Bay River, steelhead action picked up over the last week with decent catches reported daily. Drifting fresh spawn and beads was productive throughout the day at Ninth Street Dam beyond the walking bridge. Anglers casting small spoons and spinners had luck on steelhead, Atlantic salmon, and the occasional brown trout. Blue, silver, green silver, and golds were all reported to be productive colors. There's still no sign of suckers as a result of the cold water temperatures. In Tawas, high winds kept most boats off the water. Pier anglers reported catching a mixed bag off the Tawas Pier, including whitefish, lake trout, and brown trout. Northern pike and burbot were also caught. Fishing on the Singing Bridge, whether in the surf or in the river, did not produce much. Up in the northern Lower Peninsula, pier anglers using spawn over in Manistee caught steelhead, brown trout when the weather cooperated. A couple were caught while casting spoons. Most fish were caught on Lake Michigan side of the piers. In the Upper Peninsula, in the Marquette area, the docks are now both open at the marinas in Marquette. Several anglers had good results when trolling for brown trout and coho salmon. Weather permitting, anglers fishing along the breakwater reported catching a few coho salmon and brown trout. Little Bay did not. Little to no fishing pressure was seen as a result of poor ice conditions. Anglers are waiting for ice to leave to allow for boat fishing. And that is your weekly fishing report brought to you by Jay's Sporting Goods. Stay safe out there and good luck.